So find a comfortable spot to sit down. If you have a hard time keeping your spine up straight, you can sit under a block, or if you have a blanket, folded blanket, or a towel at home, you can do that as well. Take a few moments to take deep breaths. So as you inhale, feel the low belly soften and expand outward. And as you exhale, allow the low belly to gently come in. Feel the weight of your body sink into the floor. And allow yourself to become settled as we start our practice today. Deep, full, even breaths. From here, dropping the chin to the chest, we'll slowly roll out the head and neck, going as far as is comfortable for you. So if you'd like to do small or big circles, whatever feels good here. And then go the other way. Be careful of any tension in the neck. From here, placing the hands on top of the shoulders, take a deep inhale, elbows together at the front. As you exhale, elbows come back. Inhale, elbows to the front. Exhale, releasing back. Do this a couple more times, going at your own pace. And when you finish, rolling them to the other way. Inhaling as you bring the elbows together to the back. Exhaling as you bring them together at the front of the body. From here, we'll move into cat and cow. So take a deep inhale, arching the back, look up towards the ceiling. As you exhale, rounding forward, dropping the chin to the chest. Inhaling as you arch, and exhaling as you round. Go ahead, flow back and forth between these two poses at your own pace. Coordinating the movement with the breath. Continuing to breathe deeply. From here, taking anything from underneath of you, we'll move into a tabletop position, hands and knees, so wrists directly underneath the shoulders, knees underneath the hips. We'll move into a pointed dog, so extending the right arm out, left leg behind. Stay here for a few breaths. On your next exhalation, knee meets the elbow at the center of the body. Inhale, lengthening out long. Exhale, elbow to meet the knee. Inhale, lengthening out long. Do this a couple more times at your own pace. When you're finished, coming back to center, and we'll move to the other side. So extending the left arm out. Right leg behind, stay here for a few breaths. Exhale, elbow meets the knee at the center of the body. Inhale, lengthening out long. Doing this at your own pace, a few more times with the breath. Exhale as the elbow meets the knee at the center of the body. Inhale, lengthening out long. From here, we'll move into child's pose. So big toes together, spread your knees about as wide as your mat. Move back towards the heels, lengthening the arms out, resting the head. Stay here for a few deep cleansing breaths, and as a reminder, you can return to this pose at any point during the practice if you need. As you exhale, feel the weight of your body sink into the floor. As you come back up, we'll move into downward facing dog by tucking the toes, lifting the hips, dropping the head and neck in between the arms, feet hips width distance apart. Feel free to walk out the heels a little bit, move the hips around, continuing to breathe. On your next exhale, stepping the right leg forward into a lunge. You can use the blocks here for support if you need to place your hands down. You can also place your knee down on the mat if you need, or tuck the back toes under into a high lunge, bringing the arms up into prayer pose, keeping the knee directly over the ankle bone. As you breathe. From here, feel free to come down and rest or extend the fingertips up towards the ceiling. Feel free to also take a slight arch in the upper back. Take a few more breaths here. As you exhale, place that left palm down on the block or the floor, extending right arm up towards the ceiling. Bring the palm back down to the floor, stepping back into a plank pose. Lower the body down to the mat however you need. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, releasing the body down, moving back into your downward facing dog. Take one full deep breath here. And then walk or hop your feet towards your hands. Inhale, halfway up, hands to shins. Exhale, releasing down, rolling all the way up, one vertebrae at a time. Inhale. Exhale, palms down. Good. From here, chair pose, so bringing feet close together, squatting down, angling the upper body forward, swinging the arms up. Stay here for a few breaths. As you exhale, down in a forward fold. Inhale, halfway up, hands to shins. Exhale, release. Stepping back into a plank pose, lower the body down. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, moving back into your downward facing dog. Stepping the left leg forward into the lunge. Again, you can keep that knee back on the floor or tuck the back toes under into a high lunge, either using the blocks or anything for support that you have, or you also have the option of bringing the arms up into a prayer pose. Extending the fingertips up towards the ceiling. You also have the option of taking a slight arch of the upper back. From here, right palm goes down to the floor or the block. Left hand comes up towards the ceiling. Bring that hand back down, step back into your plank pose, lower the body down. Inhale, exhale, moving back into your downward facing dog. Walking the feet to meet the hands. Inhale, halfway up, exhale, release, rolling up. Inhale, exhale, release. From here, we'll take a deep inhale, hands come together at the top of the head. Exhale as you stretch over to the left side until you feel a nice stretch on the right side body. Inhale, coming up. Exhale, stretching up and over to the other side. inhale, exhale, release. From here, take a deep inhale, exhale, moving down into your forward fold. Inhale, halfway up, exhale, releasing down back into your plank pose. Moving down towards the mat, inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, releasing into down dog, however is comfortable for you. And from here, you also have the option of taking a 3-legged dog on the right-hand side. You also have the option of moving into the hip opening variation. Remember, you can also rest in downward facing dog or child's pose if you need, or if anyone would like to flip their dog here, placing that foot all the way down, extending that arm out past the head. Again, you can rest in child's pose and downward facing dog if you need to. Coming back into 3-legged dog, making your way back into downward facing dog when you're ready. Taking a deep inhale. As you exhale, stepping the leg forward into warrior 2, turning that heel in, bringing the arms up and around, gazing at that right middle finger, right knee directly over the ankle bone. Moving into extended side angle pose, placing that arm halfway down the thigh, extending the arm past the head. And then you also have the option of placing the fingertips on the floor and extending the arm towards the ceiling, whatever variation is most comfortable for you. And from here, we'll begin to move into our flow sequence. So take a deep inhale, bringing the arms up and around into a reverse warrior. Exhale, bringing the arms back around into extended side angle pose. Inhale. Exhale, releasing all the way down in whatever variation. Do this a couple more times with the breath. You can go faster or slower than me. Coming back to warrior 2, we'll move into a forward fold. Placing the arms behind the back, shoulder blades together, bending forward from the hips until you reach a flat back position here. Take a deep inhale. As you exhale, releasing the body all the way down, you can reach the arms up behind the head for an extra stretch in the shoulders, or you have the option of releasing the arms out in front of you. Or you can also stretch the arms in between the legs, whatever is most comfortable. If it feels good, you can kind of sway your upper body back and forth here. And stretch side to side if that feels good. Take this time for you, whatever you need to do. Bending the knees, rolling up one vertebrae at a time, moving to the top of the mat, taking a deep inhale. Exhale, moving into your forward fold. Inhale, halfway up. Exhale, release, stepping back into a plank pose. Lowering down. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, releasing into downward facing dog. From here, we'll take a 3-legged dog on the left-hand side, whatever variation. You can also do the hip opening variation here, or flipping your dog. You can also rest in downward facing dog or child's pose here. When you're ready, coming back into your downward facing dog. We'll take a deep breath in. As you exhale, stepping the left leg forward into warrior 2, bringing the arms up and around, gazing at that left middle finger. From here, moving into our extended side angle pose on the other side. Again, you can either do this variation or feel free to place the fingertips on the floor and extend the right fingertips up towards the ceiling. Moving into our flow, so take a deep inhale. Exhale, bringing the arms back into extended side angle pose. Inhale as you bring the arms into reverse warrior. Again, you can either go slower or faster than I am going. adjust this so that it works best for you. From here, coming back to Warrior 2, lengthen those legs. We'll bring the feet halfway in. We'll move into a squat pose. So coming down into a squat pose. If you have a hard time squatting down without your heels coming up off of the floor, you can place a block underneath your hips or a blanket or a pillow. You also have the option of leaning forward on the palms of your hands for more support. Otherwise, squatting down, placing your hands in a prayer pose. And then you can either stay here in squat pose, and if anyone would like to try crow pose here, you have the option of placing the arms on the mat in front of you, placing the knees on the side of the elbows and lifting those feet. Again, you can rest in squat pose, or if you need to rest in any other pose, you can do that as well. Take one more deep inhale, exhale, release, coming all the way up. Moving to the top of the mat, we'll move into our tree pose, so placing the feet either on the ankle, the shin, or tied up into the upper thigh. Arms in a prayer pose at heart center. You also have the option of extending the fingertips up towards the ceiling. And I'll move you into a Warrior 1. So if you need to come down from your balance at any point, feel free to do so. Take care of yourself. Inhale, bringing the knee up towards the chest. Exhale, extending back into Warrior 3. Maybe you can go here, or maybe you can work on going all the way down. Going down as far as is comfortable for you, so that can look like multiple variations. Stay here for a few more breaths. As you exhale, stepping that back foot into Warrior 1. Take a deep inhale. Exhale, stepping back into plank pose, lowering the body down. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, release. Moving back into downward facing dog. Take a deep breath here. Walking the feet towards the hands. Inhale, halfway up. Exhale, release. Rolling up. Inhale, exhale. Moving into tree pose on the other side. So placing the left foot, whatever variation is best for you, either at the ankle, the shin, or in the upper thigh. Arms in a prayer pose. If you need to keep a slight bend in the knee to help you balance, feel free to do that as well. Extending the fingertips up towards the ceiling. Moving into Warrior 3. Taking a deep breath in as you bring the knee in towards the chest. Exhale, extending that back leg into Warrior 3. Going down as far as is comfortable for you, so that might be right here. Maybe you can move a little bit further down. Take a couple seconds to balance. On your next exhale, taking that back leg into Warrior 1, extending the fingertips up towards the ceiling. Deep inhale. As you exhale, placing the hands down on the mat, slipping back into a plank pose, lower the body down. Inhale. Exhale, downward facing dog here. And on your next exhale, we'll move into stretches. So bringing that right leg forward into a pigeon pose here. So adjusting that leg. If you want more of a stretch, you can bring that foot out. If you're having too much of a stretch, bring that leg in. If this is causing too much tension, you can also lie down on your back. Place the right ankle on top of the left knee. Bring the hands in through. You can stretch that way as well. Otherwise, finding a comfortable spot in pigeon pose. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, bringing the upper body all the way down. Stay here for a few breaths. From here, slowly bringing the body back up, stepping back into downward facing dog, bringing the left leg forward along the mat, across the body, adjusting that front leg. You also have the option of lying down on the back, left ankle on top of the right knee, threading the arms through for a stretch. body down. Take this time to release into the mat. Slow, deep, even breaths. Allow yourself to connect with the floor, sinking deeper and deeper into the mat. Bringing your body back up, easing yourself out of the pose. From here, we'll go roll onto our back, bring the knees in towards the chest, and give yourself a nice back massage here by rocking back and forth. And then we'll move into happy baby pose. So taking hold of the outsides of the feet, bringing the knees to the sides of the body, soles of the feet towards the ceiling, and if it feels good, you can rock back and forth. And then you can either stay here, or if anyone would like to take the wide leg variation, you can place 2 fingers on the inside of the big toe and second toe and open the legs out to the sides as far as comfortable for you. Again, doing whatever variation is best for you. When you're ready, releasing the feet, place soles of the feet about as wide as the mat and allow the knees to fall in towards each other to get a release on the inside of the hips. You can windshield wipe your legs back and forth if that feels good to you. Bringing the knees into the chest, moving into a reclining spinal twist. By lengthening the right leg long and flat on the mat, we'll bring the left knee across the body towards the floor, turning the head to look to the left side. Now it's okay if your knee doesn't make it all the way to the floor, and it's okay if your left shoulder has to come up the floor a little bit. And just take a few moments to breathe here. You should feel a gentle stretch on your left low back. From here, bringing the knees back up to center, move to the other side. Extending the left leg long on the mat, bringing the right knee across the body, turning the head to look to the right. As you inhale, you should feel a nice stretch on the right low back. And as you exhale, see if you can sink into that stretch a little bit deeper. From here, bringing the knees back up to center. Final pose before our final relaxation is a bridge pose, so feet hips width distance apart, lifting the hips up off the ground, placing the arms together underneath the body, shimmying the shoulders under. This is one option. Noticing the movement of the low belly here, so as you inhale, allow the low belly to expand outward. As you exhale, allow it to gently come in. You also have the option of doing a supported bridge if you have a block by placing it underneath the low back. Stay here for a few breaths, noticing the movement of the low belly. Bring the block from underneath of you, lowering the hips down, and from here we'll move into our final relaxation. Finding a comfortable spot to lie down. Resting your head, Bringing your awareness to your breath. From here, when you're ready, finding a comfortable spot. If you need to put on an extra layer, place something underneath your knees to release any tension in the low back. Slowly bringing your awareness to the top of the head. Releasing the muscles of the eyes. And the muscles behind the eyes. The nose. The cheeks. The mouth. The throat. Down to the neck, all deeply relaxed. Bringing the relaxation down the tops of the shoulders. Releasing the upper arms. The forearms. The wrists. The palms of the hands. Backs of the hands, and all of the fingers. Imagining your hands getting warmer and softer. Warmer and softer. Bringing the relaxation to the top of the back. Releasing the middle back. And the lower back. Allowing the muscles of the back to just let go. You let go. You let go. You just let go. Bringing the relaxation to the center of the body now. Releasing down through the hips. Thighs. Knees. Shins and the calves. Down to the ankles. And the tops of the feet. And the bottoms of the feet. And hands, all of the toes. Feeling your entire body now completely relaxed. And setting your intention that this relaxation will continue throughout the day and into the night. Staying here as long as time allows. And then when you're ready, slowly bringing your awareness back to the room, back to your breath. Slowly bring small movements to the fingers and toes. Slowly wake up the body. And finally, giving yourself one nice long stretch by extending the arms behind the head. Waking yourself up.